Hey, what's up, traders? Going 2 for 2 today. Trading DADA, DADA, and SI. We'll start with DADA because that was our first trade. Really like this one. Yesterday's high, 916, made a pretty nice move here at the open up through 10. Waited for the move up through 1050. It was a pretty decent move. You can see these candles were pretty much the same size, but it did start to get a little bit faster. Waited for it to feel like the top. It didn't feel like it was going to get through 1050. We actually ended up starting it here right at 1050. And then it did give us that bigger move. Went ahead and added to it. I think it was 150 and 150. Yes. So we had 300 shares, took 200 off here as it felt like it was going to try to bounce. It did. I got all the way back up to the highs, but then we did get a move down lower and we ended up scaling out 50 and 50. So pretty decent win there, $44 on DADA. And then SI, this was an interesting one. What happened here is we started watching this. If we scroll out, you can see the previous resistance all the way down here at 1840 area. I'd even tried to use it here at the beginning near the bell intraday. Then we started to get this grind higher, and this entire grind higher, I was watching it. There was really nothing else to watch anyway, and I was just waiting for a big pop off type move. We couldn't really get it, so just grinding. I was expecting to just get basically a sideways and then maybe fall over or just, slow grind back down, et cetera, because this was getting extended. And I was really just assuming that we weren't going to get this big move. I had 100 shares loaded, waiting for a move up through 20, and I was looking to start it around like 2020 if it made a decent move. Well, out of nowhere, it looked like it was failing to even get up through 20. So I wasn't really interested. I was actually looking at something else. And then I look up and see this was up at 2050. It like jumped straight up to 2050. And so I start looking at it and it's 2060, 2070, gets up to 2090, starts to kind of shake there a little bit, but then goes right to 21. And I'm like, all right, let's see if it'll give us a 21 pop. And at this point, I do the math in my head and I'm like, wow, 100 shares. I saw the hot price was still up at like 2230, which was still pretty far away considering the move it was making. And I was like, maybe I should kind of half my size real quick. So I went from 100 to 50 shares. And right as I did it, I ended up hitting the button at 2108. It made a high at 2122, got it on the way back down for 50 shares and put an order out at 2058, just looking for half of this move, basically front running the $0.50. And it came right down and filled me. It did try to bounce here just a little bit, but ultimately this thing ended up making a much bigger move down. But I was in and out of that trade pretty quickly. Let's see. 50 is literally a 2-second trade. We were in at 1250 and 40 seconds right here. You can see execute short and then execute buy 1250 and 42 seconds. It was literally a 2-second trade. So I can't really complain about that. And I'm not going to complain about it. Just the thing that I could complain about is if I was looking to trade 100 shares down here at 2020, I feel like seeing the move basically happen. This was a plus type trade with the type of move it made. So I should have been okay trading that extra size. However, I didn't, and I think that's where the mistake was. So this could have easily have been a $50 trade instead of a $25 trade. But as far as the trade itself, happy with it. I can't really complain about it. Stopped it basically, got half the pullback right where it did try to bounce. And what we always say, fast move, look for the pullback. What it does after that doesn't really matter. Sometimes if we have more size, we'll obviously look to scale out. But in cases like this, we're just going to take the whole thing and be happy. And as you can see, this thing has been pretty much flirting up here after it came back up the rest of the day. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate that support. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff, you can leave them down below or find me in Discord or Twitter. Those links are in the description. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.